as you call it, Miss Kim, is my breakfast, and I intend on enjoying it.
Your father has a right to enjoy his eggs, dear, but I'm sure he won't mind if we just quietly start removing some of these other things. I know the house has been a bit hectic this morning, dear, but Kim's gone to a lot of trouble to prepare a special breakfast for Mr. Birdie, and I want to make sure that everything's ready and waiting for him when he comes down. After all, he is a national figure, and I want the people to know in New York that we know how to treat a national figure here in Sweet Apple. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that much to me personally, but for Kim's sake, there. Are you finished, dear? Good. Now, hurry along.
I am not budging from this room until I have my coffee, smoke a cigarette, and read the rest of my newspaper.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I didn't have time to make your coffee this morning. How about a nice warm 7-Up?
Morning, Pop. Here's the rest of your paper. I hope you don't mind it, but I took out things about Conrad.
I have tried to run this house on a democratic basis. I have extended the privilege of self-determination to the woman I married and the children I sired. A vote was never denied on the basis of age, sex, or political affiliation. There was no taxation without representation, and open cut openly arrived at. Last night, Ridley referred. Telephone calls were made on my own to New York, Chicago, Fairbanks, Alaska, and Hong Kong. Left with my feet placing my head in an ashtray. Leave you, Conrad, 4,327 times. I just lost 2 fried eggs. Gentlemen, the democracy is over. Parliament is disbanded and the Magna Carta is revoked. And Nero is back in town. And you want to offer an emperor a warm 7-Up?
Oh, Mr. McAfee, I hope you won't mind staying off the phone for a few minutes. We're expecting a long-distance phone call from New York.
Oh, perfectly all right. I'll just go out and burn roll.
Mother, what's wrong? Nothing, dear. Your father's just excited about Conrad being here, that's all.
He's coming! He's coming!
He's coming, Mother, you call the kid. Girl, he's coming! You better hurry if you want to watch him eat.
Here we are, Kim! Oh, where's what? I'm sorry, Doris, but we do have to come to it. Here's Conrad!
Call me for lunch. Hi, Daddy-O.
That's it. Now, Doris, about that boy.
Please, Harry, he's just shy.
You're all Kim.
Please, not in front of everybody.
Ursula.
No ill-mannered Romeo is going to do. Shut up.
Harry, you have no right to say that. The boys are deaf.
I don't care. This is my house, and until you're 18...
But, Daddy!
I told you to shut up.
Mr. and Mrs. McAfee! Kim, Randolph, is that the way you want 75 million Americans to see you?
What are you talking about?
You're all going to be on television with Conrad.
On television?
I just got coming from New York, from Ed Sullivan himself.
You mean we're going to be on the Sullivan Show? The Ed Sullivan Show?
That's right. They're going to cut in on Sweet Apple this Sunday night at 8:05, and you're all going to be on. That's way to put aside all your patrons. That great audience, an American dream come true. And Mr. McAfee, for the free world's sake, don't destroy that dream.
Me? On the Ed Sullivan Show? Ed Sullivan? Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with Ed Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan.
wife, 2 swell kids, a good job, and now this. I love you, man.
Well, Albert, this is it. What do you think?
Rose, it'd be great. I wanted to be swell. What I wanted to say was,
We're going to send down the cameras and costumes we need.
Rosie, everything we just forget about in 1 minute. It's very important. I wanted to tell you about you and I, Rosie.
You and me, English teacher.
I'm serious, Rosie. I wanted to tell you that I'm glad that you and I, and me, are out here together. I mean, being away from New York has helped me see all kinds of things in a different light. And that's why I wanted to tell you that I wrote Mama and I told her no matter what happened, I've decided to give up Alma-Lou.
Oh, Albert, you didn't.
Rosie, I wrote her the day before we left, which leaves 3 days and 3 nights for her to get in touch with me, and so far, not a word. If you ask me, she's accepted the whole thing by now.
3 days and 3 nights on a Trailways bus. But what's the difference? I'm only a mother, and for a mother, a Trailways bus is good enough.
Mama, what are you doing here?
Did you think I wouldn't come? A woman gets a message in her hotel, obviously written under the influence, and to stay away? Pay no attention. It's just a mother's tears. Dear Mom, this is to let you know that Alma-Lou is dissolved. Your friend, Albert. Alma-Lou is dissolved? Dissolved me? What am I anyway? Just a sick old woman. Probably won't last the night. I want just a simple stone with 1 word carved on it, Albert's mother. Don't hire a limousine to take me to my final resting place. I'll walk. Give her. She knoweth not what she done it.
Mama, Rosie's right here.
This is Rose? I don't believe it. She looks like Margot when they took her out of Shangri-La. For her own sake, Sonny, send her back to Tibet. And don't worry about her secretary. It so happens I met on the bus a perfect secretary, a wonderful, refined girl on her way to Toledo. But I persuaded her to get off here. Sonny, say hello to Gloria Rasputin.
Hi, Al. Hey, you're cute.
Mama, I don't need a secretary. I have Rosie.
What does Rosie need a job for? In a year or 2, she'll be getting Social Security.
Well, listen, I don't just type.
You do other things?
I tap dance. I figured I could help you with the secretary stuff, and you would help me get into show business. Here, hold this, honey. May, can you hum Swanee River?
It's my favorite selection.
Get a load of this, Al. 1, 2, 3, go.
La, 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 la.
get the job?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, you certainly have wonderful qualifications. But I'm used to working with Miss Alvarez. But as you say, Mama, we are faced with a certain amount of extra work, and do you have to stay down there?
For a few minutes anyway. May, give me a hand here, will ya? Al, you push from the other side.
funny. For the movies, they can always cut away while they jack her up. Albert, why don't you take her for you somewhere and see how fast she types?
I mean, we do have those releases to get out, and Miss Rasputin could help get them out. Oh, unless that makes any difference to you, Rosie.
Why should it make any difference to me, Albert?
Matter, girl. You just keep on, and I'll go with Miss Rasputin.
I'll find you a typewriter.
Do you use the touch system?
Whenever possible. I could just kill him. I could kill him.
Excuse me, Miss Alvarez, but I'm looking for Kim McAfee. I just want to tell her she's not just Conrad Birdie on the Sullivan Show tonight, because if she does... Miss Alvarez, is anything wrong? Excuse me, Miss Alvarez, is there anything I can do for you? Miss Alvarez, is there anything I can do for you, Miss Alvarez?
Oh, I think you can. Come here.
So remember, your surest way to the best in color slides is to insist on the new Kodak. And now, the young man you've all been waiting to see. As you know, in just about 14 hours, one of show business's brightest talents is going off to play a very special engagement. And tonight, before he goes, he wants to leave a certain lucky young lady with one last kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, we take Sweet Apple, Ohio, where a typical American family, Mr. and Mrs. Harry McAfee and their children, Randolph and Kim, are gathered to bid farewell to a typical American soldier. Conrad Birdie!
Oh, one last kiss. Oh, give me one last kiss. It never felt like this. Now, baby, not like this. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Give me one last kiss.
It's Ed Sullivan here in Sweet Apple.
One more time. Oh, baby, one more time. It really is sublime. Honest, sublime. You know I need your love. Oh, oh, oh. Give me one last kiss. Brace yourself, chick.
Brace yourself, Conrad Birdie!
Hugo, you hit him!
He deserved it. He was a thief of love.
Hugo, Peabody, I never want to speak to you again!
I demand to know who's responsible for this. Who let this kid in here?
I did, Albert. It's sort of a farewell present to you and Miss Rasputin. Wear it in good health.
Rosie! You can't just leave me here alone.
You're not alone, Albert. You're on television.
Bye, bye, birdie.
Put it sweetly, Albert. I'm through with you. That's right. From now on, it's going to be me, Rosie, living it up, singing, dancing, and having a ball. Made for 8 long years of being in love with a mama-clutching, aspirin-splitting, 6-foot tower of jello. What did I ever see in him? How did I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see in him? Boy, I was way out on a limb. Now that I'm safely on the ground again, now that my again, what did I ever see in him? Is he tender? No, he's not. Is he thoughtful? No, he's not. Am I crazy? What's he got that I so darn appeal? What did he ever do for me? Well, to be honest, he was sometimes nice, but still it wasn't worth the awful strife. It was love from the start. How did I ever? Why did I ever? What did I ever?
Don't be upset, Miss Alvarez. All men can't be that. I never understood why Ingrid Bergman married him in the first place.
Egotistical, selfish human beast.
Then what are we poor women to do, Miss Alvarez?
Use them. Let them be our playthings while we live. Sip in the good life. Mix it full strong and drain it to the dregs. How do you like them apples, Mr. Peterson? Do we need them? No, we don't. Do we want them? No, we don't.
Will we leave them?
No, we won't. Tell me, what did I say that for? What did we ever see in them? How could we ever think that they were nice? Take it from us, we paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Broken days, broken hills, broken heart. What did we ever see in?
Hugo F. Peabody.
Huh?
Hugo F. Peabody. What did I ever see in him? Why, he's just as bad as Mr. Peterson. Not worse. Rosie, I'm coming with you.
And don't be ridiculous. You're only 15.
Juliet was 14 when she left home.
And look what happened to her. Now, you be a good girl and go upstairs and get some milk and cookies.
It's late for milk and cookies, Miss Alvarez. I want to live. We'll drain the dregs together. We'll help each other with our potions. Wait for me, Rosie.
For the love. Give me a long beat.
Stabbed me in the heart when my back was turned.
Get out of my way, Albert. Be careful, Sonny. She may be a...
Oh, Mama, I can handle her. I can handle her. Why don't you just go upstairs and make sure Conrad gets to bed?
Conrad, where's Conrad?
Another minute.
I wanted to let you know that thanks to Mama's quick thing, the kiss is going to take place after all. Tomorrow morning at the train station before Conrad leaves. So it looks as if you failed. As anyone must fail who tries to buck Al Peterson, one of the giants, one of the titans, one of the King Kongs of the music business.
What did I ever see in him? How could I ever think that he was nice? Take it from me, I paid an awful price. It was rough from the start. Days, broken nails, broken heart.
Get out of there, Builder.
Out of my way. Cat!
And I don't ever please, Miss Alvarez. I not only accept your resignation, furthermore, you're fired. And not just remember one more thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never harm me. Sorry I had to do that in front of you. Yes, this is... I'm so...
Miss Alvarez, wait for me. I'm coming.
Where do you think you're going, young lady?
With Rosie to drain deep the dregs and sip full-hearted the brimming cup. To live.
Upstairs.
But, Daddy.
Upstairs. Hear me? I said upstairs.
Miss Alvarez was right. You're all insane. From puberty to Mussolini.
What's that? You dare to say puberty in front of your own father? Not to mention Mussolini. Doris, we failed as parents. I have never asked for much from children. Just a little respect, that's all. Respect. But did I get any respect? I never got any respect. I got no respect.
I respect you, Pa.
I don't want respect. You're just a child. Who wants respect from a child? Doris, take me upstairs. I'm not a well man. I have never wanted to hear certain words in this house. The first was puberty. And the second was Mussolini. And the third was respect.
That reporter's gonna bulldoze me. This is Al Peterson speaking, and you can print that in whatever cheap newspaper you happen to represent. It's not a newspaper, it's a magazine. It's not Mr. Lewis, it's Mr. Luce. Oh, Rosie, I need you! I'm to find Rosie, and I want her back.
At all. I thought it was something serious. By all means, find your Lady of Spain and bring her back here. And by the way, when you get back, be sure to stop by the kitchen, take my head out of the oven, and turn off the gas.
Help me find out. She's in.
Oh, Sonny, boy, you're right. I'll help you find her, but maybe I'd better give you the message from Conrad first.
What message?
Oh, nothing important, darling. He just said he was going out tonight, and he didn't think he'd get back on time to kiss Kim tomorrow.
Mama, why didn't you tell me this before?
I tried to, darling, sweetheart, but you kept bringing up a certain someone from the border.
You know, I don't know what's wrong with him. He knows how important this is to me. Conrad! Conrad!
Take it easy. Come. Before you start hollering up. Don't you understand, Albert? I am tense.
Mama, just don't stand there. Do something.
Conrad, have you ever thought in terms of a more mature?
Well, I hope I never tense. Now look here, buddy boy. This is my last 3 nights before I go into the army. And I'm gone.
Conrad, you're not going anywhere without my permission. It says so in your contract. I'm gonna get my contract. I think it's upstairs. Oh, never mind. I'll get it myself. And Conrad, you stay right